Well, it takes a lot of guts to leave a stable, well-paying job to pursue a lifelong dream of owning a business. That's exactly what former DePaul University football player Graham Wilkerson did when he left his medical sales job about 6 years ago to create Genesis Sports Performance, and the move seems to be paying off. Graham and his business partner Dale Speckman are here now with more on a story that is about growth and sports. And gentlemen, welcome to the program.
Gary, thanks for having us.
Graham, I'll start with you on the entrepreneurial side because you played football at DePaul, you got a good job in medical sales, but you really wanted to do this, get into fitness and create your own business. So you chucked a fairly stable opportunity for something unknown. What was that process like?
So I was doing medical device sales for probably 2 years out of college, and I just knew I had a passion for strength and conditioning, and I really knew I wanted to take the leap and go forward with it. So what I did was I ended up getting my master's in Ball State in athletic coaching education. I enrolled in a few certifications. I got my certified strength conditioning specialist certificate, and then I began doing the strength conditioning at Chittard High School. And every day I just was educating myself, learning, growing, and was able to get a steady growth of clients and athletes just when I started. And that has
positioned you to merge with one of your competitors, right? Dale had Athletic Revolution. So I'll first ask you, Graham, what has that meant, this partnership? I know it means more space, more opportunity for the business.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dale and I were, like you said, competitors when we had first started, and we actually got talking and we hit it off one day and we're like, hey, we need to do this together. We have very similar backgrounds. We both are in the Catholic community. I went to Chittard, he went to Cathedral, and similar contacts, so we knew it would create some great synergy between us. And so I went from 3,000 square feet, now we have about 8,000 square feet. We have upstairs, we have a full-service chiropractor, and we also have a physical therapist that trains out of there as well.
Dale, you started your company about 12 years ago. Talk about the strength and conditioning, physical fitness, that industry, if you will, because very competitive, a lot of folks out there. How have you seen it change over the years?
I think in the last decade it's really changed because it's gotten more specialized, which much to my chagrin, I think especially younger athletes need a really well-rounded training regimen. They need stable joints. They need overall training, core stability, core strength, things like that. And if you kind of just look at sports these days, like travel baseball, for instance, right. Kids are kind of getting pigeonholed into one sport way too early. That's something that I would like to continue to combat and just make it known to parents that it's really important for kids to play as many sports as they can, as long as they can, and to have a really well-rounded training regimen at an early age and not be so specialized.
You've got the youth sports, the younger athletes, certainly a growing piece of the business, but you've also got some big-name NFL players, Zach Martin, Nick Martin, Ted Karras, among those. So kind of give some notoriety to the business, too, to have some of those big names training there.
Yeah, it's great to work with guys like that, and they came over with Graham's business, but it's awesome to have them in the building now. It's fantastic to work with guys that are that advanced, but it's also just as rewarding and maybe even as rewarding to work with the little guy that's 9 or 10 years old that's just getting started in the athletic field as well.
Yeah, Graham, as you look going forward, is areas for growth, potential growth, because you got more space now, adding more services and those types of things. Do you see this as a growth opportunity going forward?
Absolutely. One of the great things that we just added is all of our athletes and adults, they get assessed by a physical therapist before they enter within our program. So then while we're doing group training, we offer kind of a customized training approach to each individual. So we're going to continue expanding on that. I think that sets us apart. And then we have a Little Cheetahs program, which we just instituted, and that's a way for us to kind of fight against that sports specialization we see in today's youth. So all sorts of age-appropriate obstacle course, jumping, ball throwing, hand-eye coordination, to get some of those athletic skills at an early age that they might not be getting through an individual specific sport.
Genesis Sports Performance, a growing company on the north or near northeast side of Indianapolis. Graham Wilkerson, also Dale Speckman. Thank you both very much.
Thank
Good
you.
luck going forward.
Thank you.